Alright, you guys. So I'm back again today, still doing my cleanse. It has been a journey. I picked up some energy yesterday and it just seemed like picking up his energy my whole day was crazy. But I have been refraining from eating because it does heighten your gift. It does heighten connecting with the spirits. So please appreciate that, because I really want to go in depth with this particular case, this Atlanta child murders case with Wayne Williams. Now, I have seen other readings, and y'all, I know I'm not crazy, okay? And I know my readings, okay, are spot on. So, I'm really wondering, let me gather my thoughts what I'm trying to say. Why these readings are saying that he's not the one who did it, or he's innocent, or I don't know what in the world kind of cards y'all are using, because I have connected with spirits. I have went into my cards and it let me know about who we're dealing with. Okay? So I'm not gonna go for it. I'm going with what I get is what is important to me. Because a million people can stand up and say one thing, but if I believe something, it's about what I believe. Okay? And I know that Wayne Williams is trash. I said it. And that he is connected to the Atlanta child murders case. Okay? That's it, that's all. I'm not going to keep going back and forth with that with other readers and stuff. So, everyone has their opinion. Everyone says, oh, he is guilty. And there's people who say he's not guilty. And then, again, it's about what I received with my gift in my cards, in my reading. All right? We asked about Wayne Williams in part 1. We got what we got about Wayne Williams in part 1. That's all we need. So today I want to go more into the organization. Okay? That's what I want to go into. So spirits tell me organization. Okay, now what I'm getting is that this organization would get really hot and then back off and then come back, if that makes any sense. They knew when to cool it. Okay, for example, when you realize that some of those bodies, it'd be really going on frequently and then it would stop. Okay, so they knew when to stop. They knew they had a matter of time because, again, this thing got really steamy, y'all. Also, I get with these types of organizations, things have to go quickly, and there's deadlines, and things definitely have to be done in a matter of time, okay? So timing's everything. There was a lot of people, y'all, that had faith that these answers they were looking for would be found out. And also, I get a lot of these families were religious, maybe Baptists, definitely were Christians and practiced Christianity. So they prayed for these children, they prayed for things to be exposed. And they will in time. It's not that it wasn't answered. There's a lot of liars, y'all. Now, I want to tell you something right now. With this particular case, when I really dug deep into it, y'all, I promise I almost fainted 3 times. Okay. The people you think were heroes in this case, actually, listen closely, were covering up for, and I'm going to say what it is, Caucasian elites. Okay. We're talking about Georgia here. So the ones that you thought in this case, and you know the names I'm talking about, that you thought were the heroes, the ones that busted Wayne Williams, not the cops, okay? I'm talking about profilers. Do your research. Not heroes, not a hero. A person who was covering up for these higher ups and got paid to do it too. Yeah, because covering up for whatever organization this was brought growth, okay? It actually was profitable and also a good thing, and I'm going to tell you why. Now, I'm not saying it's a total good thing. People, that's not what I'm saying. I want to explain. In corruption world, this is a good thing, all right? Because they do not want to go in depth. This case is so in depth, you guys. If this was to actually go on in a courtroom, this would last, I mean, it would cost taxpayers so much money. It would cost so much time and effort, and they would be screaming out names that you wouldn't believe. And it's just so complicated and so deep, I get, that they had to open this door, find a culprit, and shut it. Okay? So you would even say this is an open and shut case. Like, okay, we got who we need. Even though we got was the middle guy. Okay? Middleman. This had to be over with because this thing was huge. At least for that time in the early 80s. This was huge. All right? This would have exposed names that would have caused so much. Y'all just don't know what this would have caused, okay? Now, I feel like even though this was an organization, everyone had their particular assignments and were basically working by themselves. Again, even though this was an organization, they did these jobs alone. Okay? It's just too risky to be riding around with 5 or 6 people. Now, I do believe that Wayne Williams had his little sidekicks that was working with him, you know, that he might have did this with, rode around with, got the kids, got them in the car, stuff like that. But this really was supposed to be a job where you have your assignment and you go and do this on the hush by yourself, okay? And I think that's kind of where Wayne got sloppy too, because 2 men in the car, that's just, you know, very suspicious. We already know that this organization, they're nothing but traitors. I get they will stab each other in the backs. You do have to, I get report in and out. They keep logs just like a regular company. You know what I mean? Of what happens on a day-to-day basis, what they make on a day-to-day basis, who it was, who they was sold to, what they wanted. Wayne does not obviously have possession of that stuff. We're going into big places, okay? Okay, we are where we need to be. Crazy people, again, messing with children. But these people, I'm getting know what they doing. Wayne Williams, you know, he really wasn't, he was very hot-headed. He made a lot of crazy decisions, you know, at the wrong time. But this bigger organization, I feel was really tightly ran, okay? There was rules and regulations and ways to do things so you would not get caught. Great way to come up. Lots of money was into this. Lots. A place where these kids was trapped. You know, y'all, I don't know why. I don't know why. There's a place these children were taken to. It's way, way off. In Georgia. This is really strange. It's almost like an underground ran operation. Very discreet. It's really, it's a weird place. It's really dark. I like keep getting underground or something. I just keep getting words. And you know what it's all about, what these people wanted, what they came to do, what the organization is about. It's about hurting these children in this way. Talk to me. They want to come through. Again, I just keep getting the modeling through the catalogs, being selected. Being asked to take pictures, explicit pictures. They would use certain names, not their real names. And I also get, now you wonder why, oh, why was it at that time, you know, the black children in Atlanta being used like this? Why? If I had to describe it, it'd be like the filet mignon at that time. It was a hot seller, believe it or not. And why I say believe it or not is usually in these organizations, the typical blonde hair, blue eye thing is very valuable. But in this case, this was highly requested. Well, it's Atlanta, Georgia. Why? I want to ask this first. That's very interesting. Why were African Americans more selected? And y'all, I'm going to tell y'all what I get, and you may not like it, but these readings are not for for you to stroke your egos. This is about truth. Okay, no one likes truth, but we're going to deal with it. Because most of them came from broken homes. Most of them came from poverty. Most of them, people knew they would not care if they were missing, y'all, or dead. They just would not care. In Georgia, they would not care. Okay? These were not prominent black families. Had it had been, it would have been a different thing. They knew who to select and why to select. Okay? They want to come through though so bad. And I'm going to let them. So they watch these children very carefully. They watch the families. They watch, is this a thing where it will ring the alarm is what I get. They have to be very careful. Again, it seemed like at that time they tried to make it about a black and white thing, but it was deeper than that. It was the beginning of something. And it was really to open people's eyes to things that are going on like this in the world. And what we can do to, we may never 100% stop it, but decrease the numbers that this is happening at, the rate. Evil's not going to go anywhere in the world. We know that. But as a community, we can make this a better situation, is what I'm getting, by getting more involved with our communities and our children. Okay. Now, as you know, it is about corruption. There's lots of corruption. They are protected by the powers that be. And whether you want to hear that or not, it is what it is. Okay? These children are imprisoned in this place. Talking about the Atlanta child murders. They are held captive. They are locked away. They are monitored. They are like they're in jail is how they're treated. Those children told me they were treated like dogs, you guys. I mean, if you can imagine. Yeah, they kept them in fear and kept them in the dark, where they could see no way out, no light, no hope. I even get they felt that their families betrayed them, like they had stopped looking for them, or did they even care? Or did anyone even care? Would they ever find them in time? I don't think they saw it coming. I don't think they knew that they would actually kill them. I don't believe that. And again, these spirits do want war. They will get their blind justice. I told you, somehow politics is involved. And in this organization, politics is very strong. You work your way up to a certain status quo, if you will. Oh my goodness. That's really strange, you guys. And I'm going to try to explain this without stepping on any toes here. Because it's hard because my spirits are so blunt. But why can't the truth be blunt? Why can't people handle the truth? You know what I mean? This organization was ran mostly by Caucasians. I do get that. And it seems like you had to be that to even get to this status, or definitely have connections with them. Now, you can get mad if you want to. You know what it is. Politics. I feel like they used Wayne to go into these communities undetected because, hey, he's black as well. Okay. No one's going to be alarmed about that. But well, I want to say the right word. A person of another race that would go into these communities, these ghettos, these places of poverty, okay, with a business suit on. Now it's like, who is this? You know what I mean? It would definitely cause people to, what is the word? Be more peculiar about who this person is. And I hope that makes sense. So the higher ups were one thing, but the small businessmen like Wayne Williams, the small dogs, whatever you want to call it, the middleman, they would be black. That's really interesting about this particular organization. This is, well, it's saying this is Georgia. Okay, I get it. All right. So, as you know, they would kill these children. They were killers. And they had no remorse about doing something like this. Lots of conspiracy theories about them. They stayed in communication with each other. As you know, the police weren't involved, but let's go. The police did not pay close enough attention to this, what was really going on in the communities. It was more than just a man snatching up kids or men. And I told you that too. This is big, y'all. Lots of his secrets is confirming that. And I told you, wait a minute, it's saying, well, you would have to travel to this place. It's far. I promise, I don't know why I'm getting Epstein vibes. So, like, it's so similar. It's underground, it's discreet, it's far off. No wonder they didn't know where these kids were. It's far off. I just feel like the other underdogs that was working for this place, like I said, they would drop the kids off at a location. Then they were taken to another location, but that location was far off. Okay. And we are learning about it. You guys, I feel like a lot of those detectives, I'm not going to say police officers, I don't feel like the police officers really look deep into this. I really don't. But detectives, profilers, they got to a certain point of learning that they had to stop. This thing got so deep and so scary and so hot. They had to stop at Wayne Williams because they knew that it was going to be bad. Okay? A lot of deception and lies. I want to talk about something, y'all. It's on my mind. It's on my mind. Do you remember when they said that Wayne Williams went to that governor's house, you know, the light-skinned governor with the green eyes. I believe it was green eyes. Was the mayor? Okay, he was the mayor, I believe. Please don't give me an F, okay? The mayor, I believe that's who it was. So, and he told him, okay, everything's gonna be okay. Don't worry about it. I want y'all to understand it's this big. That's what I want y'all to understand. I want you to understand that. That there's helpers. You know, I still keep getting this female like over and over again. That was working with the top dog of the big organization, working beside him. I promise this, if I had to compare this, this will be like Epstein. I'm serious. I'm dead serious right now. Now, I have not confirmed if it's Epstein. I'm using that as an example. Maybe we should. You know, it's these types of people working for this. It wouldn't be a good person. Narcissistic, sociopath, psychopaths. All about money. All about lining their pockets. They care less about these kids. While these parents are sitting up at night crying their eyes out, wondering what's happening to them. Are they okay? No, these kids didn't have no business out. This is a fact. No, they didn't have no business running the streets. No, they did not have no business prostituting. But there's no excuse for this. If anything, communities should pull together and try to teach children the right things to help them so they don't have to fall into these things. Okay? Now, these I get in the organization came from different parts. They came from, I got one time, I swear they said that man was it Swedish or Russian? But I'm talking about from places like that, y'all. Okay? And we know they had to be a certain type. We already know what type. We went into that over and over again. Very strange organization. I feel they have very strange requests about what they wanted with these children. Y'all heard about the cases, tying them up, doing all kinds of crazy stuff to them. And that's the truth. I don't even know if I can say this, y'all. They were making films. I want y'all to understand that. Now, as you know, Wayne Williams had knowledge about making films, taping things like fires and things for the news, okay? So he had knowledge in how to do these things. I hate to say this, you guys. Now, I feel there was pictures not only made, but also tapes. And I also keep getting this card, which is crazy because I feel like this has to do with the tapes and the videos and blah, blah, blah. Stored somewhere, the ones that I feel like he got a hold of and destroyed. Burnt. There's things on those. Where that's just evidence that would have blew him out the water. But it also linked to something else, and I think that's why they didn't want to have that type of stuff again leaked out. Okay. Now this organization thinks they got away. You don't get away. You know that. secrets, you know, led by dark forces, all about money. A lot of these children were fatherless, looking for a mentor. They were let down by a monster. This organization, I told you, they have to pass some type of medical procedures to be able to be used and taken to these prospects. Why do I feel like this is kind of like, you guys, a feeling of like a pizza delivery service that delivers children to people? I'm like dead serious right now. Like, they call, they order, they have catalogs, they have pictures. They call, they say what they want, when they want it, how they want it, and then it is delivered. That's what I keep getting. So I don't feel like they necessarily go to this place because this place is very secret, it's very hidden, it's very taboo. So I would say they, or maybe it's both, but I don't get you go there. I feel like you call, tell them what you want, then it is delivered. That's what I get, yeah. Okay. As you know, drugs are involved, and I also feel, please, I don't understand something, y'all, like with these organizations. Why do they kill the children so quickly? I feel a lot of them were being looked for, okay? There was a lot of exposure on the news, in papers. People were looking for these particular kids. Maybe they underestimated the care that people would have for these children in these communities and their situations. I want to see something with that, though. I really, really do. Already taken out this way so quickly. I don't want to cry. I don't want to do that. You know, I'm getting one word, and I'm so sorry. I don't think I can say it on YouTube. How do I say this? I'm really stuck. Films about, oh my gosh, them being abused and killed, okay? You know what word I want to say, but I don't think I can say it on YouTube. Those types of videos. Since the operation was already hot, I guess they felt like we'll at least make some bucks off of that. But I feel like this was also requested. This is what these people were into. Oh my gosh. I knew this was going to be rough. There's films of them, y'all, okay? Being taken somewhere and abused and killed on film. Some of these kids. I can't say the word. But whether y'all believe or not, it's big money in that. I get there's big money in that. Okay, that's, oh, my heart. Investigation, of course, you know what it is. Covering up all day long for something. I feel even the police we're scared to get into. Because it's one of the things, if you try to expose it, you could be next. Your children could be next. You know what I mean? So they were very afraid to even touch this thing because it's big, you know? And it's people running it that's from all over. Okay? Oh my goodness. Prominent people were calling, requesting these children, y'all. Again, judges, lawyers, doctors, people in politics. I mean, people you can't even rat out, you know? The organization is definitely a predator. They stand back and make the big bucks, though, and then they send other people out to do the dirty work. Okay. Okay. Because why should we get our hands dirty? I mean, it is a good point. We make the children come to us. We don't go to them. Okay? Okay, so they're basically laying low. They're hidden behind the scenes, if you will. Once upon a time, the Atlanta child murders, y'all. This really happened. This really went down. And so many families suffered and so many families was hurt. And so many children taken out their homes. And it's saying, listen up. This was what it was all about. Making money and profit off of these children, these big organizations that are being covered up for. Sex trafficking, y'all. Okay? I don't know why I feel like even maybe drugs was mixed into this as well, but drugs is so hot though. People don't really like touching that too much. Maybe just a little bit of this, nothing extreme, okay? Because the main thing was the children. I want to meditate. I don't know who I'm picking up. Come through. Okay, they've made a mess of everyone's lives. I know. I wonder if this person that even was running this at the time is still alive. If he's truly getting his true karma. So many children looking to be a success. Yeah. Why didn't anybody help us? I believe they tried, sweetheart. A lot of people did try. One saying they were sadly taken. Okay, so you were kidnapped. Okay, I feel like when they were getting real antsy and greedy, you know, instead of luring these kids, they would just roll up on them, point a gun on them, tell them to get in. picking up that was walking to the store? I know I see you walking to the store. You pulled up beside me, had a weapon, told me get in now. Okay. And I get the aggression that the perpetrator is using. It's really scary. Can you imagine walking somewhere and somebody pulls up with a weapon and screaming, get in, and being real aggressive? Nobody was around at the time. Yeah, that's what's sad. I wish somebody would have saw her or something. Maybe some people saw and just didn't care. I mean, that's true. That is true. What am I picking up? I gotta go back and see one of the stories about walking to the store. Okay. I know it's a male that I'm picking up. It's a boy. Start from a washer in the background. I'm gonna have to make a part 4 and go into more of the victims. I'm gonna go into the list. We're gonna talk to some people on the list. They want to be heard. They want their stories heard. I can't do them all, of course, in one video, but I will pick the ones that I can connect to, the most that I've connected to in the past. If some others come in, that's fine. Just snatching kids up, Am I picking up the little boy that didn't have on no shoes? The one walking to the store? Oh, I keep getting a blue car. A blue car. With this little boy that's telling me to walk to the store. Rode up on him. I was scared. I was by myself. I didn't know what to do. What happened when you got in the car? Let's go there. Can you tell me? I wanted to get out, but he wouldn't let me. He hit you. He punched me really hard. Told me to be quiet. I asked him where we're going. He told me to shut up and don't worry about it. I was scared. Started crying. Okay. I'm sorry. Did you try to reach for the door or anything? I was too scared. Again, he punched me really hard. Oh my God. Where did y'all go? Where is he taking you? He took them somewhere where there's other people, other men in there. Yeah, I see I'm gonna have to go into a part 4 for these kids. What happened in this place? What do you want to tell? They were preparing me for something. Preparing me for what? Oh my God. The scene. Yeah, this getting a little graphic. I'm gonna do a part 4 those for these kids. It's getting a little, yeah. I can't do that on YouTube. All right. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe. If you have a case you want me to look into, drop it in the comments. Thank you for watching. I love all my subscribers, all my viewers, all my likes. Thank you so much. And please continue to watch. And you have a great day.